Hi, beautiful Leo. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Leo, this is a love reading, which is going to be very special for you in particular because we have Venus that have just moved into, or depending on when you listen to this, but Venus moved into Leo, into your sign on the 5th of June, and it's going to stay there until the 8th, I believe the 8th of October. And it's such a long time that it's even going to do a little retrograde situation towards the end and then come back forward and then eventually move on into Virgo. But the fact that Venus is staying for that long in the sign, Venus usually is like around about a month in each sign and then it moves on. But it stays there for so many months that it's going to even affect the collective. That's why I'm doing all these love readings for every sign. But of course, it's going to in particular affect you because Venus is actually moving into your sign. And that is about love and beauty and expression and creativity and strength and bravery. All that Leo is almost like Leo highlighted with the best juices. You know, it's really, really beautiful. And I wanted to do a particular love reading, like really dive into the romantic love for both committed and single. And I just want to say that even if you're in a committed relationship already, this is a time where even though, you know, we're focused on it really, 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 really being beautiful, but if there's any relationship right now that is like a little bit on the fence, a little bit on the edge of like, is it going to make it or not? Is it going to... are you going to strengthen the bond or is it going to sort of, are you on your way to like your separate ways? This period is really going to help you figure that out because it brings so much love, it brings so much clarity, it brings so much light. And so a relationship that's built on more conflict, more ego, more we're not really supposed to be together, that's going to really show its face. It's going to become quite clear. Do we continue together or do we go our separate ways? That's not what I'm going to focus on here today on the readings, but I just want to put that in there that might be the case as well. I also want to say that I do still offer personal readings, at least when I'm doing this reading right now, I'm offering personal readings. I don't know for how long I'm going to do them, so it depends on when you listen to this message. If I still offer them, it's in the description box. If nothing is there, I've stopped doing them. So... and you can come to me for love. You can come to me for anything. Send me a message if you're interested. Okay, love for Leo. So this is a time period from June till October. What is going on for Leo around love for both committed and single? And if you're single, doesn't necessarily mean that you want a relationship. So obviously this reading is about the single Leo who wants a relationship. Leo and love. With Venus in your sign from June till October. What do we have for Leo, please? This is just strengthening the love within yourself. It's just such a beautiful period for you. This can bring about so many opportunities, things unlocking, things moving forward. Finding balance. Number 2, this is the wheel. So there's probably a lot of, like I just said, a lot of things are going to start to pick up pace. But now we're focused on love for this one. What do we have in terms of love for Leo, please? New vitality. Beautiful. New vitality. With a rainbow there. Love for Leo, please. Success and growth. I'm actually going to do one more there. Because it's Leo. Because every other sign has had 3 cards. But I wanted to do one more. Love for Leo. Joy and stability and base chakra. This is just really beautiful. And it shows up like this, but it's 4 and 1 and 1 and 4. however you want to switch it around. It's a new beginning for the heart. I'll put this right under there. So if we're starting with find balance, so I'm just finding, it's interesting because I'm just finding that, do you see the little, I don't even know what to call these, strings, threads that are like coming out there? I just feel like they're talking about how they're both really anchored into Mother Earth, and how they also are very anchored into both heaven and earth, if you will. There's a beautiful connection starting to happen. So Leo, you might really feel this one. You might really feel how there's much more beauty coming into your life, how things are lightening up overall. And because it does, like I just said, there's movement forward. This is the wheel. This is when anything that's been stagnant, anything that's been delayed, anything that's been like, oh, it's taking forever, is starting to pick up pace again. There's starting to be a momentum around it. And this is for love. So if you are in a committed relationship, and there's either, if it's between you guys, and you feel like the relationship has been a little bit stagnant, or there's been stagnation in terms of communication. Maybe you have felt like this has been like a really slow or dry, if you will, period. That things are now gonna, like, something is gonna lighten up around, it takes only for Leo to be the one that lightens up, to sort of invite your partner into this beautiful movement forward. And it's gonna just ease a lot of things up for you guys. And if this is a situation where you have been just fine, like it has been easy breezy between you, this might just be an outside situation, like and something you've been looking towards to take off somehow, to manifest somehow, to just really come to fruition, and has like, oh, it takes such a long time. Like, when is it going to happen? Now is the time where then things are lightening up. And the same thing if you're single, you might feel like you've been single for forever. It might be a situation where you feel like it's just a forever situation. And okay, I'm brought back. Sorry, I have to finish something there for the committed. I thought I was going to leave what I started this reading with saying, if this really, really strong energy is now entering into your life, like I said, if it's been sort of, so and so, like you're with this person, but you're not 100% sure anymore, or like you wonder where it's going because it's not the same passion anymore, or maybe you feel more like friends than lovers, or like whatever's been going on there, or the thing that you've been wanting to work towards has really taken a toll on you. It really has taken a toll on you. And so you have really, it has been a little bit of a separation between you and your person. Like I said, the wheel will kick things, the energy will kick things off again. The wheel will start to turn again. So there will be more momentum and things will lighten up, is what I said. But I'm being brought back here to say, this is what I meant with, but also because it's such a strong energy. If you're not meant to be together, the slowing down process, the little bit of a feeling of separation is going to become very, very apparent to some people, that you're going to go your separate ways. It's going to be so clear that you need to go your separate ways. I just want to say that. Okay. If you're single, and you might feel like you've been single forever and ever and ever, and where is your person? And whenever are you going to get into a relationship? Or you've been very patient, but you still sort of sometimes wonder, where are they? The wait is over. The speed is now starting to pick up. And so you're going to start to see evidence of your person coming in. I just feel like you needed to get your ducks in a row as well. In plain English, in plain Swedish, you needed to get your shit together. Sorry for the expression. You needed to sort yourself out a little bit more. You needed to clear some things out. You needed to heal more. You needed to Maybe it was more focused on your career for a bit, or more focused on your health for a bit, or like your spiritual path, or like there's a lot of things that has been going on. You needed more balance within yourself before you were ready to enter into this next relationship. Is there anything you want to clarify around this, please? Anything that we want to clarify? Exactly what I just said. You can do anything right now. Go after what you want, the ability to attract helpful people. And this is the Queen of Gabriel, which is exactly what I just said. It's about bringing knowledge into wisdom. It's about maturity. It's about starting to understand who you are. It's coming into your own skin and understand yourself better. This is growth. This really is growth. It sounds like I'm lisping. This is like I'm saying that's gross, but I can't really speak. This is growth. I'm sorry. There's a cat, which can, represent Leo. But the cat also represents love. Loving yourself. Respecting yourself. Having faith in yourself. And this is like sitting on your throne. It doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man here. This is you just coming into your own. And that needed to happen first. I'm not really getting anything around the committed there. I think though, like it's just more like it's a Leo thing over whether you're committed or single. It's a Leo thing. You've been needing to come more into yourself, into your own, fitting into your own shoes. Like you're not having too big too large. Do you say that? Too big, too large shoes anymore. It's like you're actually fitting them now. Okay. Then we have new vitality. And this is like for the committed first. This is what I feel like there's for the most part for the committed. It's like you're gonna breathe a new vitality into the relationship. This relationship is not doomed. If you're, like I said, if you're on a good place and there were things you've been waiting on, there's new energy here. There's new aliveness here. There's new opportunities here to move forward now. That's really, really beautiful. And I'm just going to read from the book before I get on to the singles. I think it's at the very end. Yes. Keywords to this card is revitalize, focus, enthusiasm, and joy. There is great potential to revitalize your relationships right now, both with others and with yourself. Seize this energy and infuse more warmth and enthusiasm into all of your relationships. Have fun with other people and feel how this will lift your energy and spirits. This raised rate of vibration will assist in improving current relationships and in drawing new relationships to you. This is so perfect. So perfect with the message. See your loved ones in a different light. For the time being, set aside any difficulties. Focus on humorous and loving aspects and think of creative ways to add more laughter to your life. The more joy you add, the greater the energy level and the higher the vibration, bringing beautifully renewed vitality. Let your relationships sparkle. Your spirit guides are ready to help you with this. Ask them for assistance. So beautiful. So if you're in a committed relationship, it's just asking you right now to, even if there's like still a slight, like, if you're still slightly unsure whether to move on or not with this person, if you're slightly unsure if, like, is this what you want? Or if there's like things that annoys you or things that has been going on that hasn't really put you on the right and smooth path, that you just set that aside for a bit, just for a moment. If it's not, if it's toxic, if it's bad for you, obviously you don't have to be there at all. But if this is more like if you just could learn how to communicate, if you could just learn how to see things through their perspective, or if they could see things through your perspective, it would be like so much easier, a little bit less ego and a little bit more heart, especially for Leo. And just bring a lot of humor into the situation, bring a lot of laughter into the situation, and it will lift your spirits. And like it said in the book, as you lift your spirit, you lift the whole vibration, and there's like so much new opportunity coming your way that's going to help the relationship so much. And the same thing, as you become lighter, Leo, whatever this stagnant reason has been for the wheel to now come in and speed things up again, whatever that has been to be a bit of a burden or going on there in inner life that has sort of brought you down a little bit, to try to set that aside for at least a couple of weeks. Set that aside and focus as much as you can on just fun things and light things and beautiful, colorful things, funny things, humorous things that lightens your load and lightens your energy. And therefore you will be a magnet to what you're seeking in another, overall seeking in a relationship, that you will start to attract to you. And I don't feel like it's much. I feel like you're already like, this is what you're doing. You're already in this Queen of Gabriel. Like you're really starting to come into your own. You really are getting lighter and lighter by the day. And it's not like you have to now start to work on this to get brighter so that you can attract your person. I feel like this is just right around the corner because we have new vitality here. It's not much that's needed for you to sort of kick into that gear, if that makes sense. Is there anything extra that I want to say around this message, please? Around new vitality. The Lovers. So if we start with the committed, make choices from your heart, deeply emotional commitments, the power of love. There's like a reigniting situation here. There's a coming together, coming back together. It's we choose each other all over again. It's just really, really beautiful. And if you're single, this is the promise of this new relationship. There's a deep emotional commitment with this person. This is the true power of love. And when I sat here and I shuffled, the green doesn't actually in the camera, but like in front of me, the green really stood out to me. It really stood out to me. And I was like, the green is all about the heart. And here comes, make choices from your heart and deeply emotional commitments, the power of love. So the more you come into your own power, the more you step into your own heart, less ego, more heart. There's a beautiful, deeply, deeply emotional commitment that's going to take place there for you, Leo. And 6 is love and harmony. I love that. And then we have both like success and growth. Like you're growing a spine, like you're really coming into your own. This might even be like a Kundalini opening. Like you really are kickstarting your whole system in your body. And just becoming this most beautiful Leo. Coming alive. With the base chakra, which is very much about about home, about security, about belonging, about knowing who you are and where you like, this is my core. This is who I am and this is where I want to be. Together with joy and stability. This is just so gorgeous. Like there's a solar plexus explosion here. Joy and stability, like you're coming into such a beautiful, beautiful part of your life. It's gonna change a lot of things for you, I feel. And we have stability there again. Like the base is all about stability. So I just feel like, Leo, perhaps you just need to feel secure, to feel, this can come from yourself. That you first, like I said, you need to have your ducks in a row before you meet a new person. This is obviously for singles. That you need to sort that one out first. And it can also be that you need to feel more stable within yourself, like more trusting in your own path, more stable within yourself. And then you're ready to like throw yourself out there, if you will. And the same thing, coming together with another person, as long as you feel stable and safe and secure with that person, then comes a lot of playfulness. Then comes a lot of humor and a lot of childlike behavior. But it's like you need to feel that safety, you need to feel that security. And once that's down, once you understand you can fully trust this other person, because you can fully trust yourself, because that's what you've been working on, then you're like a child to play with. Like you're so fun. I'm not really getting anything there about the committed, so I'm just going to move on here. Is there anything I want to clarify here? Insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off, seek relief from stress. And I feel like this is for both committed and single. I think Cancer had a lot of inspiration about meditation as well. You're sort of getting this towards the end, so either you're already doing this, just continue to do this, continue to meditate, continue to come into that balance within yourself and get those chakras aligned, get yourself in order, get your ducks in a row. Or this is inspiring you to start to meditate. If you're not a meditator, I highly recommend it. For me, there's just no other way to faster get into alignment or to faster get into balance within yourself. You just have to sit down and breathe. That's all you have to do. It's completely free. It doesn't, like, if you can just breathe, you can meditate. Obviously, there are a gazillion things on YouTube that you can find that is guided, but I just find that if you're just sitting in stillness and in quiet, just in quiet, then the most magical things can happen. It's another 4 there. 4-4 together with the base. So it's a lot of foundation. There's a lot of foundational energy that wants to be a part of this for you to feel this type of joy. So overall, Leo, for committed, it feels like there's been maybe a little bit of a stagnant situation for Leo in a committed situation. And you're finding either you're going to just be very, very clear about you're not supposed to be here anymore. And if you wonder, no, that's not the answer. It's going to be so apparent if you're not supposed to be there. And it feels like there's a reigniting energy here. There's a beautiful coming back together. There's new vitality. If we just set our indifferences aside a little bit, swallow the pride. Leo can be a little bit proud sometimes, for better or for worse, a little bit proud sometimes, and to just let that go for a moment and just look at the most beautiful things you can find in your person. And it feels like as you just lighten up a little bit, there's like a beautiful coming back together, and that you can then from there build this solid foundation and find that joy and stability again. And for singles, Leo, has been a lot about coming into your own, coming into this maturity, turning knowledge into wisdom, and having that wheel start to turn again after a long time of stagnation, where there's new vitality being brought into your life that raises the vibration all on its own, but you can really work on that as well. You can help that to raise the vibration even more. That will bring in the person. And I feel like there's not much there that needs to take place. Not much needs to be raised there in order for that to happen. And that leads to success. That leads for you to feel even stronger within yourself. It leads to feeling really stable and finding that new foundation within yourself. And for all of you, it is an inspiration to go into meditation, because you will find the most balance, you will find the most answers, you will find the most beauty out of that, the raising of the vibration there. Okay, that is what I have for you, beautiful Leo. I hope it's inspirational. Know that it's from between June and October, this message. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.